Welcome to Bill's Bridge Tip of the Day, Thursday, April 4th, 2013. So far, most of the squeezes have been more or less automatic. You play by rote and you cash your tricks and the squeeze develops. You need to make point here that it's important the order in which you cash your tricks, and we'll do that by an example in a fair amount of detail. Just cashing tricks in any order does not guarantee success. You need to visualize the end position before embarking on the process of the squeeze itself. You need to categorize the squeeze as early as possible, and you may have to consider preparations that we've covered, such as rectifying the count or swapping the guard before executing the squeeze itself. Case in point. You're in 6 no trump. I won't say how you got there, but you're in 6 no trump. West leads the 9 of hearts. You win the ace of hearts in your hand. You have 11 tricks. If the clubs split, no problemo. But if they don't split, let's see what we need to do. Begin visualizing the squeeze based on what we've had in past classes. You have a twin entry threat in spades, 3-card threat. Hearts will be the squeeze suit, rather clearly, so you'll be end up playing the squeeze card from dummy, the last heart. First step is, of course, to set up that diamond trick, because without that and without rectifying the count, nothing's going to happen. You lead a diamond to the king, and East wins the ace, who returns a heart. Now actually, a heart lead is the best defense because it removes an entry to dummy, and you know that you need to end up in dummy to do your squeeze. So it's critical that you manage your dummy entries. You win in dummy. You're now out of hearts in your hand. You need to tackle a club suit. Do you visualize the end position for the squeeze? The position is on the next page with the lead in dummy. Only one defender can guard the clubs. We don't know who they are if they split 4-1 or whatever. We know spades is a pivot suit. We know we need to set up a 1-card threat in clubs. So we cash the king of clubs and then the ace of clubs. East shows out, so West has the guard in clubs. Now before returning to dummy, we need to cash the queen of diamonds and then back to our hand with the queen. Now we have 2 1-card threats in declarer's hand. The position is on the next page. Here we have it. Now it's time for us to do the squeeze itself. We know that West has the jack of clubs. We know that we have an entry to our hand, both hands, because we have a twin entry in spades. It's the pivot suit. We have a 1-card threat in diamonds. And we also have a 3-card threat for both players in the pivot suit spades. So now we lead hearts. West has to hold on to 3 spades and the jack of clubs. East has to hold on to 3 spades and the 10 of diamonds. We discard a club and a spade. We only need 1 club to get our 12th trick, and we can pitch a spade because we have 3 spades in our hand. We keep all our options open. So, and this is trick 10. We lead the 10 of hearts. East has the 3 spades and the diamond guard. He has to pitch the pivot suit spades. You pitch the 9 of diamonds. It's no longer needed because East is held on to the 10. Now East holds the 3 spades and the club. He also has to pitch a spade. And voila, you win the last 3 spade tricks. King to declare, spade back to the ace, and the 10 of spades gets the last trick. Slam, bid, and made. Let's go back to trick 4 and see what happens if we don't cash those 3 clubs and a diamond. Let's say we cash the king, queen of clubs. The East shows out. Then we run the hearts. The position before I lead the last heart is there's no squeeze here. Let's take a look. You lead the 10 of hearts. East can pitch the 3 of spades. He only has to hold on to 3. You can pitch the 6 of spades. You're not squeezed yet. You still have the 2-card threat and the 2-card threat. And West pitches the 8 of diamonds. Well, you're out of squeeze cards now. Everything is guarded. No squeeze here. The opponents are going to get a trick. It's important that you establish the suits, those 1-card threats, before you play them out, and you have an entry to the right hand before you play the squeeze itself. Tomorrow, heaven forbid, oh my God, now we have a triple squeeze. Sometimes it's called a progressive squeeze. This is a squeeze where one squeeze leads to another squeeze. Boy, squeeze me to death. Isn't bridge fun? See you tomorrow.